Wolfpack, welcome back to, of course, Surviving Mars Relaunched. We're on Sol 15 here on the Red Planet. Sorry, stretching. If everyone's going to have a good Thanksgiving, without further ado, let's get into it.
A building has stopped working.
When last left off, we have entered founding stage, and we had been introduced to the political shenanigans. We've also landed our first colonists, but we are dealing with some crazy shenanigans. Mainly, with the fact that we are on a hill, which is not an ideal location for me, but I want to do this one mystery through the end. Now, regarding the other mysteries in this game, I will do a poll to see if you guys want me to do the others, and that's a different faction. This will be entirely up to you people. I'm being mean, I'm just stating. Didn't mean to do that. Anyway, one issue we are currently having is water. We need to produce more water. Many for the farms, or else we ain't going to get any bloody crops.
A building has stopped working.
So for that, find it. The best bet is to do the water reclamation tower. Anyway, as you can see, our colonists are minding their own business since everyone's a little calm and distant. Since this is the research.
Council session open.
Oh, and we have a council session to do. Okay, that'll be a good one. Now we're just gonna knock it down and just also gonna put in a fourth landing pad that'll basically be for supply drops. Why is on the way? And I'm also going to put in one more, but that one's going to be for trade only.
Sector scanned. Mission goal completed. Milestone completed.
For the first time, a human has been born on Mars. It's truly a unique miracle.
You've done it? We've had a human born on Mars. The limit on water. I gotta upgrade these ASAP. Okay, so as I said, this one will be trade only.
A building has stopped working.
Mission profile. And now that we've got 5 free resupply pods. So we'll call those in. Anyway, this is our mission profile. We can do many cool things here, such as see the mission goals, how much we completed, and know what our current challenges. This would be a good place to put it bigger though. Anyway, the one milestone of the early stages we failed to meet is to finding water. Brazil beat us on that one. So I'll take my hats off to them on that. They beat us fair and square. Anyway, we're gonna call the supply pod, and we are going to get 2 more moisture evaporators. These will be hand even more so when I get the tech I want. We'll launch one, then we'll launch another one with some extra resources. Polymers, machine parts. Mainly the basics. Now the seeds one, that is from a DLC of the original game. We still have the probe, so I'll just show what they do. If I hit a certain key,
Sector scan.
it instantly reveals the sector, and since we can deep scan,
Anomaly found.
wow, there's a lot of good stuff down there. Now, unfortunately, we cannot get down there because whoops.
It's a rough life here on Mars.
Oh, we broke the dome. Which is basically what these are, because we had a party and we broke the dome. Whoops. Okay, now supply pods are a very interesting mechanic. You can get
A building
Light
has
stuff.
stopped working.
you can get some stuff. Surprisingly, for Dick G.
Council session open.
Let's see who will do a lot this time.
Warning. Crop failure.
And that somewhat fixes the food shenanigans.
Vote passed.
Nice.
New faction opportunity.
Ooh. That'll be a good one.
A building has stopped working.
See, this one will do the seeding, but before that, we are going to change the temperature in the atmosphere. Which means we're going to need some greenhouse gas. Which means we're going to have to get some greenhouse gases on Mars. Which is very funny because you never think that. Okay, so we'll move the dozer.
Sector scan.
We still gotta get down there. That'll be okay. So we'll put, okay, but this one's just gonna have the necessary so we can get. Actually, wait. That stuff on place. Okay, so no food, none of those. Okay, so we're basically so as you can see, we are basically stuck.
A building has stopped working.
That is not good. We have 2 vacant residences. So I can't move one of my rockets just yet.
Research complete. So we'll just wait for the rockets to fuel up. Meantime, I'm going to talk to you about some of the interesting DLCs that received some pretty harsh reviews in the original. Number one, the Below and Beyond. Basically exploring the Martian underground through old lava tubes, as well as messing around on asteroids. I will admit that one is a little less fun, but the fact that it gives us the opportunity to explore more, like a map below where we're currently working, and to actually like get a mining base on an asteroid or a moon.
I like those. I mean, I like that. That's what we need. We need a nurse. Oh, we're gonna need a farmer too. The plans. Anyway, we can't get this deposit just yet, but we can touch this
A building has stopped working.
I say it's about time we start getting this stone ready to be lived in. God dang it. Okay, this is the one problem from my end. I always have a tendency to click this. There! That is the one I was looking for. The hydroscopic evaporators. It's basically an upgrade. And trust me when I say it is very much needed for these buggers. Since we can't exactly mine for water right now, doing that's basically the next best thing we can pull off. Okay, I figure rocket's ready to go. Almost. Okay, so let's put in an extra living quarter. Let's put a pond. 2 things of small alleys, just so people can have a nice walk. And enough of a small garden tickets.
Council session open.
The rocket should be ready to go. Almost. I'll have a.
Cold wave approaching.
Ah, god dang it! Okay. Cold waves are an annoying thing. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, we can now do an exploration. I can't really do anything. I don't want to waste my funds, so this. Okay, so that one's gonna head back home.
Sector scanned.
Just gonna get another RC commander because I want to start work on this ASAP. Now the advance. Okay, now basically in between these two domes is going to be a medium dome, which will basically be like the manufacturing center.
A building has stopped working.
This is basically where we will manufacture at least machine parts and polymers. It'll also be where we'll do electronics, but only when we get the deep stuff so we can actually do that. Okay. You wait for that. Basically get some stuff set up in this dome to... Actually, this is going to be the manufacturing dome. Manufacturing / mining, so... Not really going to put any farms in here. Or research. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? So it's going to be the dome I want. We're going to need at least 2 of these. Let's put in a... The cold wave, as I said, is annoying. It basically freezes some things, but it does goof with our water supply. Okay, so we're gonna put in a seed depot. I keep forgetting. I need to get the kind of revamp the keys. You know, we just about studied the plateau we're on. We got about 3 more sections. We got 3. Looks like this rocket will be the next to take off. And landing pads are actually kind of cool because when a rocket lands on them, they don't kick up dust. It's a very odd mechanic. Like, why does that even hurt? You're gonna call your drones back. Get down here so we can start work on this son of a bitch.
assigned to you.
Heavy drone workload.
It's 2 fucking drones. Alright, so this is going to be a more specialized dome. Makes sense for us to do that. And I'll also put a school in because I'm feeling a little generous. Yeah, we can take 5 more people in on this one. See, I need a botanist, medic, he's a scientist and a botanist. 1, 2, 4. That'll be 5. Okay, so let's call in 5 more. Okay, so get rid of all these people. Yep, okay. And launch. These 5 will basically do work in this dome. Got to do that. By the time it gets here, this one.
Council session open.
Everyone's basically happy.
Vote passed.
That is good. Give us more.
Yeah, so I'm calling. So yes, I have called in on extra support.
Sector scan.
Away you go!
Research complete.
It also means I can call in more supplies of machine parts, polymers. Because mainly I want to get down here ASAP. Still have a lot of concrete to deal with, so. Also, port is on the way.
A rocket has arrived. New colonists have arrived. Warning, crop failure.
I have extra colonists. Let's keep things stable for a while. You're missing a look stream exercise, huh? I see that being an issue. Okay. This will do that. Stone garden. Wait. Huh? Okay, I don't know what to do about that. Anyway, I'm gonna research the elevator. And also drone hubs. Those are going to be useful. And we'll also... Oh. Already maxed out. Like, we could start to refuel the rocket, but I'm not comfortable doing that just yet. Hey, that goes. And anyway, this dome will basically until we can get a medium dome set up. can have that one. We still got 2 free supply pods. And the cold wave will be ending shortly. Now, cold waves are one of a few things that can basically goof you pretty bad if you don't know how to handle them. As you can see, it basically froze the entire area. There is a way to counter it, but you gotta raise the temperature first. As you can see here,
rocket has arrived.
As you can see, the cold wave stops when the temperature reaches 50%. You also get liquid water at 25%. So, we're gonna have a work cut out for us, which means as soon as... now that we can produce seeds, we can...
Anomaly found.
And we are
Council
just...
session open. Vote passed.
Okay, that's a pretty good vote, all things considered. Okay, concrete's just about to wrap up. That's good. As I said, medium dome here will basically be like the
A building has stopped working.
basically be like the HQ for us, which means we're gonna have a lot more stuff in there. Nose, dang it. So anyway, until we can
Research complete.
support this dome, I am holding off on
Sector scan.
on one bright side though. I could put in probably a sensor tower actually. That'd be a good idea. Sensor tower. Wire to there. And plug in a charging station too. Because ideally, when we get to the mega dome here, or
A
the medium
building
dome,
has stopped working.
actually maybe it'll be down here. I'm trying to decide where I'm going to put it, but I think I might have goofed it on the placement, unfortunately. Dang it! You off. You off. I'm going to turn that dome off. I'm missing gaming and shopping. Basic dome, it doesn't really have anything going for it. Okay, metals and machine parts are done, so we can
Sector scanned.
send those back. Plus, with this additional law, every time we scan a sector, we'll get extra research. Anyway, now with extra people on deck, that. Well, now we
With everything's said and done, we can done. Now comes the next stage. You guys will be wondering, what is the next stage? Simple. Fuel production. This will be necessary for a number of things. Which means we'll... There are three main things fuel can be used for.
Sector scan.
Terraforming, refueling rockets, and surprisingly, polymers. In case you don't know, these are what the polymers look like on the board. I mean, like, you know what they look like up
Heavy
here, but
drone workload.
here, but I mean, that's what they look like on the map. Well, I mean, in resource form, that's what they look like. Anyway, now that we got the fuel going, got 6 new applicants. We're still basically just starting to get our heels. Which also means now we need a shop. If your game store would. Now the funny thing is that it's called Payer Inc. Now, why does that sound similar to some? And I'll also. Yeah, and I'm feeling nice. So I'll also
scan.
Which basically means we're gonna have more people in. Which means we're gonna need
A building. Council session open. Vote passed.
the stores are going to be manned by normals people. I'm not gonna push. But if anything, this should calm some people down. And we got nursery slots still. We've managed to stem a number of complaints. This dome's comfort should be going up.
Sector scan.
And the tunnel is open, which means our science drone has a lot to do. That guy's got a lot to do, so up to it.
A building has stopped working.
So as you can see, we have deep scanned it a good amount, and we've also done couple of corners, so pretty good there. And now comes the real fun, and that's basically yeah, I think it was
Research complete.
Okay, and that's the green house one I was going for. I'll put this one by the fuel. And these are entirely automated, so no personnel required for those. So as you can see, we are basically preparing this dome for its objective of being a support dome, which means it will have... So he's want to have botanists either, or engineers. Basically, be support for mining off. Dang it. Okay, so no engineers, no botanists.
Warning, insufficient resources. Sector scan.
So as you can see, we can now begin to terraform the planet.
A building has stopped working.
And one thing I'm going to do once we get a certain tech is implement that in all of our buildings. Oh, looks like I mean to now. So this dome is going to get very busy. Yeah, so thinking like a medium dome here, which will basically be the center of our manufacturing and educational purposes. Put a barrel dome so you guys can see what that looks like.
Council session open. Vote passed.
A sweeping vote. Wait, it almost?
A building has stopped working. Research complete.
We've just found Beagle 2. Or at least what's left of it.
Well, okay, now with that mechanic, I can show you upgrades. Now, you can either do them individually, or you can just do them for all the moisture evaporators. I'll be doing them for all evaporators because, well, I want the water problem to be fixed. Because again, we don't have access to a mining. There's a number of upgrades that can be beneficial. Like the polymer blades for the wind turbines.
The Explorer made a thorough scan of the anomaly site, but couldn't find anything unusual.
Yeah, sometimes... Anyway, oh, take a look! We have progress! Greenhouse factory is kicking in. So as you can see, the greenhouse... So, as you can see, the GHG factory...
The rover manipulators held the silver-white mineral up to the camera, just as the chemical analysis came through. We found tellurium.
Now that's a good one. I was thinking some stuff. Was drinking beer. Anyway, for all that done, we can now do something that is basically been on my mind for a little bit. We do this. Send the friendship. Now, the funny, that's hilarious that they changed the color scheme. Like, I don't get why they do that. And full storage. Very good. Okay, I'll just pop down 2 more of these.
Sector scan. Research complete.
Here's the elevator. Okay, now, there is a method to what I'm doing over here. Okay. The that I'm going for is a special one called the retirement home. May sound mean, but hear me out. It'll basically enable people to it'll basically help with the management. So we'll just
Council session open. Vote passed.
And that is clean sweep. Okay, now the drone hub will be vital because I do have plans to put the capital right here.
Research complete.
Damn! What the hell did we research over there? Did we find like the room ends? Like, did we find where the Viking landed? It's nuts. So anyway, doing the expedition that I'm sending this guy to go do. That one is a double-edged sword. Sorry, switching again. Because on one side of the coin, we'll get research.
Research complete.
I did not plan for that to happen, I swear to God. Okay, that was random as balls. Okay. It's doing pretty good. It nearly has all of the anomalies researched.
A building has stopped working.
You guys will see where. Let's guys, what do you guys think? Should I put the capital here?
Research complete.
That's another one. There. Now that one I've been looking. That one will be a good one to have. It basically means now we can make our own specialists. Which
means in theory we can get rid of this school, the university there, and then put a school spire in its place. Just gotta work on the homeless front. Also make sure gonna make sure that we don't goof up and accidentally have a road and not a sign for it. As you see, this one is basically getting fueled, but we are researching a tech that will thankfully help with that. Advanced Martian engines. Basically means instead of the standard 50,
Research complete.
we now do the... Oh, there it is. It now means we can do 30.
Sector scan.
Which basically means we can now send rockets up at a lot faster rate. And this little guy's doing a banging job.
Today was a tough one. We lost.
Well, at least it was a normal death. Because if it was
A
a
building
violent
has stopped
one,
working.
because if it was a death not related to old age, then people would get upset. Okay, gonna need another lot of polymers and electronics. Basically out of those. For shenanigans, do those. Some more machine parts. Bump that up to 20 drones. Another IC transport. And another safari. So as you can see, our factory is doing an amazing work at basically making the planet so where we can begin to expand outward. Yeah, the retirement home will definitely be needed. Because that's where you can put, like, people who are basically out of the workforce.
Council session open.
And not that I'm hating on them, I'm just stating the facts.
Vote passed.
Okay, before you guys ask me why I did that one, it's necessary, okay? Like, you gotta think. Anyway.
There goes a brave little researcher doing the last two anomalies.
Anomaly found.
Another one? And pop up. Anyway, these are the last two anomalies for now. There will be more,
A building has stopped working.
but that you can rest assured. And I knew that was going to happen. Supplies coming in.
A rocket has arrived. Heavy drone workload. Dust storm approaching.
Ooh, dust storm. That's gonna... It's gonna... We're gonna have to conserve water and energy. Dust storm. Damn. Anyway, with that done, sorry for the switch again. Drop a like, leave a comment if you can, do subscribe, and I'll see you next time.